Hello boys and girls, welcome to my channel. I'm the Obscure Joe PT, and for today what I have here is Titanfall 2. So Titanfall 2 was developed by Respawn Interactive and it's using Source Engine, but heavily modified. So yeah, I'm talking about the engine behind Counter-Strike, Web 4.2, Dota. Yeah, this is the same engine but heavily modified by Respawn. Okay, so let's start now to understand what is the settings that I'm going to play on. By the way, you might be a little bit confused because I already made a long time ago a video about Titanfall 2, but at that time I tried out the multiplayer. For today what I'm going to do is try out the single player, okay? So for the settings, what I'm using is 1080p. I'm using adaptive resolution FPS target, which you select the FPS that you want to have, and the game adapts the internal resolution until it reaches that FPSs. It's not 100% perfect, but it works pretty nice, okay? So for the textures, I'm using the low settings. I should be using the very low. And as you can see, when I put the low, the game gives me a warning, but it works pretty fine with the low. The median, I start to get a lot of stuttering, so no, don't use median if you have a 2 GB graphic card. If you have a 4 GB graphic card, you can use median or even high. So all the rest, it's pretty much a mix between median and high, okay? Median and low, I'm sorry, because there are some options where median don't exist, and for those options I decide to use the low, okay? So I'm going to select the first mission, the first real mission, because the first mission is pretty much a tutorial. So I'm recording with AMD Radeon Relive. This has an impact between 3 to 5 FPS, and I'm using MSI Afterburner to display all these statistics that you are seeing on the upper left corner. So for some reason, if you want to check the frame rate for multiple other settings, it's on the description of the video. I invite you to check the description of the video to check the frame rate that I got without recording for a lot of settings. Or you can wait until the end of the video because I discuss a little bit those settings and that performance, okay? So guys, hope you enjoyed the rest of the video and the 15 minutes of gameplay, and I do hope to see you soon. Goodbye.
All hands abandon ship! All hands abandon ship! We're going down! We're going down! This is the MCS James McAllen. We are going down. I repeat, we are going down. You're jamming us forward! We're not getting through!
Mark 8 light code. Activated. Occupant, Wondershare Rifleman, Class 3, Jack Cooper. Stabilize. 250 milligrams of sense fentanyl administered. Caution. Temporary side effects. Nausea, dizziness, impaired motor coordination.
We got more AMD structures! Are we near the drop zone? On my way. Cooper, you're in bad shape. Hold on.
fight knocks you out, but you should be okay when you wake up.
Lastimosa, hostile Titans inbound. Apex Predators.
Copy that, BT. Mercenaries, stay down, Cooper. BT, let's go!
We have 18 hours. 18 hours until the Ark is sealed and ready for delivery. Oi, Richter! Leave the corpses alone, you sick bastard. We've got a job to do, eh? We make corpses, we don't clean them up. Let's go!
BT, transfer authorization to new pilot. Link Bravo Tango 7274. Cooper, take my Titan. Use my helmet and my jump kit. This is the real thing. Take care of him.
Power low. Insufficient power. Power low. Insufficient power.
The Ark is being transferred for recasing. Tech has a new shell design. This was no less than 4 regiments during that fire
This is Captain Cole of the 3rd Militia Grenadiers to any malicious a survivor. We're relocating the IM.
Militia intruders, this is General Marder of the Interstellar Manufacturing.
We work for the IMD.
Violation
This
of orders. And offering you a free
Sabres.
surrender yourself to IMC.
What are you trying to get?
Medals?
I don't care who's getting the orders. Bliss getting mercs, General Marder. Us grunts get paid the same either way. All that matters is that thing
Many militia forces in the region. Fight them. You are advised to discard any weapon. Surrender immediately. Do not attempt to resist. Lethal force is authorized to any armed militia personnel.
That's the militia part! Where did he come from? Pilot out of sight! Anyone! Back up! I need backup! Visual lost on target! We got movement! Watch it go! Back up!
Any militia personnel. I must remind you that you are on the planet Titan. This is an IMC. There are many modifications. Turn yourselves in.
You were brave enough. You believe protecting the freedom of the frontier.
Vanguard class Titan. These things are rare. We should sell it.
Power low. Insufficient power. Power at 2/3. Data core reinitialized. Ocular system online.
Hello boys and girls, welcome to the performance section of the video. So these are the results for all the settings that I tried. So on the very eye, you can expect to have frame rate lower than 30s. On the eye settings, it's not bad. You can expect to have something between the 40s, the 60s, and sometimes even the 70s or the 80s. This is good for the people that don't have or don't want to have an entire consistent 60 FPS, and it's very good looking, so it's a fine setting, although I wouldn't use it for the multiplayer. The median settings provides a minimum of 50 frames per second and the average is 76. Still, I wouldn't use this for the multiplayer because I would prefer to have something above the 60s. Okay, that is why I created for the adaptive median, which I use the adaptive resolution set to 60, and the low settings provides frame rate above the 60s with an average of 110. So if you plan to play the single player like you saw in here, all the settings are awesome to play, with the exception of the very high setting. That one is a little bit unplayable, but if you want to target the 60 FPS and without any drop, the adaptive median is probably the best option you can go for, and it was the setting that I used here on the video. Okay, if you want to target 30 FPS, or if you think that 30 FPS is enough, you can go up to high settings. The very high settings starts to have some drops, but nothing too dramatic. So all these very high and high settings is a little bit strange. I'm not using high textures or anything like it. In fact, on the very high settings I'm using medium textures. This is because of the VRAM that I have on the graphic cards. The graphic card only have 2 GB of VRAM, my version. So what happened is the median settings is not recommended, not even close, to play this game like this. And in fact, if you have a 2 GB graphic card, don't go above the low settings on the textures, okay? Because with the median I started to notice already some annoying stuttering every 5 seconds. So if you have, for example, 4 GB graphic card of the R7 370, then yes, you can use the high settings, and I recommend it to have even more RAM if you want. But if you have a 2 GB version of any of the cards listed on the title, don't go above the low settings on the textures. All the rest you can personalize your way, okay? So, looking at this, that's all that I want to talk about the game. Hope you did enjoy the video, and I do hope to see you soon. Goodbye.